For thousands of years, humanity has longed to see beyond the visible. We have crossed eras trying to understand what hides behind the veil of matter, listening in silence to the call that rises from within. This search is the echo of spirit remembering its divine origin. The inner eye is the symbol of that remembrance, the gaze that sees the unseen, that recognizes the sacred in everything, that feels divinity pulsing in the simple act of being. It is not outside, it is within, waiting for the soul to remember. Every human being carries this dormant eye, a secret lamp awaiting attention. Jesus, Buddha, Hermes, and countless ancient masters pointed to the same silent place, the center of pure perception, the portal between worlds. The awakening of this gaze is not about discovering something new, but remembering what has always been there. When the seeker realizes there is nothing to find outside, vision begins to open within. The outer world stops being a mystery and becomes a mirror. The awakening of the inner eye is not an act of effort, but of surrender. It is not born from curiosity, but from devotion. When the heart softens and the body becomes a temple, the gaze turns into a doorway. Spiritual vision does not promise power, it offers clarity. It does not offer escape from the world, but luminous presence within it. At the center of the human brain, protected by bone and shadow, lies a tiny pine cone-shaped structure, the pineal gland. Small yet majestic, it is the bridge between biology and spirit. Science recognizes it as the producer of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep and life's rhythms. But the ancients knew its function extended beyond biology. They called it the seat of the soul, the point where the body touches the eternal. Inside it are microscopic crystals sensitive to light and vibration. Even in darkness, the pineal perceives subtle frequencies, translating them into sensations, intuition, and vision. It is a living antenna, a translator of the quantum field into human awareness. When balanced, it keeps the body in harmony, sleep at peace, and consciousness awake. When clouded, its light fades and clarity is lost. This is where science and mystery meet. Quantum physics teaches that reality is a field of infinite possibilities, shaped only when observed. And the observer, you, determines which possibility collapses into form. Your consciousness is the silent command that organizes the world around you. The pineal acts as the antenna linking that consciousness to the field, translating the invisible into experience. Everything vibrates, everything is energy in motion. The heart, the mind, and the pineal form a triad of resonance. When these three centers align, the quantum field responds. It is as if the universe recognizes your frequency and begins to dance with you. Life unfolds in harmony, synchronicities appear, and the flow of existence reorganizes around your vibration. The ancients knew this. That's why they drew eyes on their gods, halos above saints, and luminous points on the foreheads of initiates. The eye of Horus, the third eye, the single eye of the gospel, all speak of the same inner portal. These symbols are maps, reminders etched into the soul, pointing toward home. They whisper the same truth. There is a center of light within you capable of seeing the real beyond illusion. The science of the body bows before the wisdom of the spirit. Hormonal rhythms and sleep cycles reveal the body as a miniature cosmic clock. When daylight touches the skin, the pineal awakens the system. When night falls, it lights the inner lamp of rest. Melatonin acts as a messenger of divine darkness, inviting the soul to retreat and restore itself. In sleep, consciousness journeys through unseen landscapes, meeting its own essence. Honoring the body's rhythms is a form of prayer. Turning off the lights before sleep, breathing slowly, allowing the night's silence to teach trust. These are sacred rituals. The pineal feeds on darkness as much as the body depends on light. In darkness, it blooms. It is there that it converses with the cosmos, aligning the microcosm of the human being with the dance of the stars. The heart enters this symphony as the metronome of life. It is the most powerful electromagnetic field of the body, and each beat is a pulse aligning mind and spirit. When breath follows the rhythm of the heart and the mind becomes still, coherence is born. It is the state in which thought, emotion, and body vibrate as one. The pineal, sensitive to that harmony, reflects the heart's light and awakens in response. Heart coherence is the language of the soul. Love, gratitude, peace, and compassion are not poetic ideas. They are real frequencies that transform everything around us. When we live in those states, the body heals, the environment shifts, and reality answers back. The pineal translates that language into conscious perception. It is the crystal that captures the quantum field of love and turns it into inner light. Attention is the thread weaving this entire symphony. The body is the temple, and posture is its sacred architecture. When we sit with dignity and breathe with awareness, we realign the temple with divine geometry. Conscious breathing is the key that opens the doors of silence. In the pause between one breath and the next, the spirit reveals itself. Sound is another doorway. The universe is vibration, and the pineal is its finest receiver. Mantras, chants, and harmonic tones are ancient languages of energetic alignment. They do not summon something external. They simply remind the body of its original rhythm. But the most powerful sound of all is silence, the note that holds all others. At night, when everything fades, the pineal ignites. It guides consciousness through the world of dreams, where the spirit learns in images and symbols. Dreams are mirrors of the unseen, messages from the subconscious, fragments of wisdom disguised as stories. Each lucid dream is an initiation. To sleep is to die a little, and to wake is to be reborn. The pineal is the bridge between both. Caring for it means caring for life in all its dimensions. Eating lightly, resting at sacred hours, seeking natural light, these gestures cleanse the antenna, reducing toxic stimulation, cultivating silence and forgiveness, nurturing elevated thoughts. These keep it clear. A clean body is the vessel of a clear soul. Purity here is not moral. It is vibrational. As the seeker aligns with these principles, subtle signs begin to appear. Synchronicities become frequent, dreams deepen, and time feels softer. A peace without reason arises. Intuition sharpens, the heart becomes compassionate, choices feel natural. Life begins to echo back your own light, confirming, the lamp is lit. But discernment is needed. The ego can wear the mask of wisdom, and pride can dress as light. Spiritual vanity, comparison, haste, all dim the flame. The pineal responds not to exhibition, but to humility. True progress is silent and modest. It manifests through kindness, not performance. A mature heart embraces its imperfections without shame. It understands that error refines, not condemns. Judgment closes, understanding expands. Through acceptance, inner light stabilizes. The seeker no longer chases truth, they live it. Then, awakening becomes service. The light that ignites within must be shared. Service is the way wisdom gains form in the world. It is cooking with love, listening with attention, acting with presence. Every act becomes prayer. Spirituality becomes embodiment. Service is where the spirit touches the earth. When the heart and pineal work together, love becomes creative force. The individual becomes an instrument, a bridge, a conduit. Life flows with meaning and direction. To serve is to expand. Inside the pineal, science finds the same design that governs galaxies: fractals, spirals, proportions, the language of creation itself. Sacred geometry is God's signature written in matter. It reveals that harmony lives in everything, from atom to star. The pineal is the miniature blueprint of that perfection within the human brain. When we align with this harmony, chaos organizes itself. The body vibrates with the universe's rhythm, the mind grows clear, the heart serene. Understanding this means realizing that nothing is random, only unseen order unfolding. Joy and suffering are points on the same spiral of evolution. Each has its role in the sacred geometry of becoming. And then, the seeker stops seeking. The gaze turns inward and finds the universe looking back. The pineal becomes a still lake, the heart a radiant sun. The mind rests, and awareness recognizes its own face. The I and the cosmos merge into one luminous silence. At that moment, there are no borders between matter and spirit. Creation contemplates itself through your eyes. Time dissolves, fear disappears. Everything is vastness, and in that vastness, everything is love. The drop remembers it is the ocean, and the ocean smiles in the form of a drop. Reunion with the whole is not an event, it is a remembering. It does not happen suddenly, it has always been happening. Every breath is a return, every instant a doorway. God was never far, only your gaze was turned outward. Now everything is home, and silence becomes fullness. The pineal has fulfilled its purpose, reconnecting the human and the divine. The body has become a temple, life itself a prayer. The spirit sees that it doesn't move through the world moves within it. The cycle completes itself. Consciousness returns to its source. The whole recognizes itself through you, and you rest in the whole.